I wanted to share something that was on my mind after having my annual eye appointment. I pause on the word annual, not eye, just because it's been 3 years since I had the last one. But anyway, should be annual. They mentioned me something about the oil ducts, I guess, in my eyes not being dry this time, and last time they were dried out. And she explained to me why that happens, and one of them is not blinking. And she said the reason why we don't blink is actually a productivity adaptation. So it's our body and our mind trying to get us to be more productive, so we don't lose time to to blinking, so we can see more, so we can read more. So she's like, if you spend a lot of time reading or in front of a computer, this is an adaptation to make you more productive. So it's a good thing, but it has a detrimental outcome. And of course, I don't remember any of the negatives that she pointed out since I don't have a problem with it anymore. So I kind of, I didn't really focus on that. But it was an interesting idea that sometimes something that we do for a good reason ends up having a detrimental impact on us. And it just got me thinking, what other things in my life, what other adaptations do I have that maybe are for a good purpose or for some benefit, yet end up costing more in the end? And that's an interesting thing that I kind of wanted to challenge people with in thinking about. Where in your life have you maybe cut corners or built up an adaptation to make yourself better at something, faster, smarter, more efficient, more capable, whatever it is, but that has cost you in other areas? And have you ever done the math on whether that trade-off was worth it? As I think about my marathon training back a few years ago, I tended to go out really early in the morning before people were awake, so it didn't have too much of an impact on, my time with my family or at work or whatever else was going on. But, as I think about training for another one, which is in the back of my mind, I'm not saying anything one way or the other, I wonder, would it have an impact on the rest of my life? So a positive, an adaptation, go out for these long runs. But the cost is it takes me away from my family time. Blinking less so you can read more. Very positive, helps you get through your work and be more productive. Has a cost. I just can't remember what it is. Probably not good for your eyes. Things affect them more. I don't know, other stuff. But what else is going on in your life? Are you multitasking? Are you talking to someone and looking at your email at the same time? Do you think you can actually engage in both of those fully? Yeah, you get through the phone call and the email faster, but do you actually take any of it in? Do you get as much out from the interaction? Does that other person think of you as positively as they could? So a challenge to people more than anything specific or giving you any answers, but I think it's a really interesting thing to think about, to reflect on, and to look within and say, where have I created some adaptations for some perceived benefit? What's the cost of that? And is it worth it? Is the cost better than or less than the benefit? Or is the benefit, outweighing the cost? And so it's worth what I've given up. Something worth challenging yourself with. I will leave it there. Think about it, reflect on it, and I'd love to hear in the comments what you guys think. Or, of course, shoot me a note. You can head over to bryanfalchuk.com, BRYANFALCHUK.com, and let me know what's on your mind. Hope this is a helpful one to think about. And, introspection is how we get better. So always a good call to do it. Take care, everybody.